probably get started and probably move away from the battle map that we were still on.
That battle map had such memories, though.
Yeah.
I loved when Hank got smashed in the face.
Nice red blood splatter on the ground
Yeah.
near Hank. Yes, Chase, do you see them?
I said that's right.
Ah, yes.
Smashed.
So
and
that's
I
a fond memory
got
for
smashed.
Hank as well.
All Estelar
Alright.
did in that combat was heal Hank.
You
That's
know,
all she needed to
that's
do.
that's all. That's all that was needed.
Don't worry. At least you didn't attack the beast and miss twice, and then just heal Hank.
At least you weren't Ma, who attacked the beast and then bit Hank.
Back Hank.
that might have been the real fumble of that session. Was
Yep.
Ma go after Hank? Oh my God, she went after Hank.
I just wish that bite had taken Hank down
Had killed
so that he'd be
Chase.
paralyzed.
It almost did. I had 4 health left after that bite.
Oh shit.
Again, she did as she was told.
Yep.
So she just truly goes to show that she is the best girl. She always follows orders to a T.
She is really listening. All right. Well, okay. When last we left our wanderers, Hank the dwarf rogue, Eslar the shifter druid, Dolkin the minotaur ranger, and Vashana the Kalashtar sorcerer. The party had just finished their meeting with 3 members of the matriarch council within Thelios before heading back to the wall toward the northeastern settlement after getting an invite from Roderick Mummel, the leader of the settlement, for dinner to thank the party for saving him. After a small conversation between themselves, being dropped off and continuing on the prince's carriage, Dolkin and Estelar came up with the idea of getting a gift for Roderick and his daughter, which collectively was decided to be some kind of game from the forest to cook up later tonight. After narrowly escaping the sight of Roderick when stopping and dashing into the woods, a hunt was on. 2 rabbits and a large stag mutated by Feywild magic were captured. A lucky catch indeed, but one thing that captured their eyes was a dark shadow lurking through the trees, prowling about, and was found to be a displacer beast. Being caught in its sights, Hank led the charge to go after it, while Vashana went back to get Dolka and Esselar, but soon was toyed with by a small gnomish creature atop the displacer beast, throwing rocks at and taunting him before attacking the rogue. Managing to fend off his 2 assailants until the party arrived, the displacer beast and the red cap were both taken out, but not before the red cap let his wrath be known in the form of a metal boot to the face to the unlucky Hank. Now, with the dangerous creatures taken out, the game captured, we now return back to the game.
Before we start, Chase, did you hand me the red cap?
Do you have it in your inventory?
I do.
Then I did.
Cause I don't.
Did you not say you shoved into like the bag of holding or something?
No, I thought he was just carrying it.
Yeah, because I don't know why it's in my inventory. That's why I had to ask. Because I don't know if we.
I mean,
Well-
it's in my inventory too.
Oh, I'm just gonna delete it from mine.
I think
Well, guys, you're not shoving a red cap into your bag. It is not an item.
I think what it
And
is
not?
is that Hank has the hat, the actual hat, and
the
Dolkeen
hat.
and Dolkeen has the goblin.
Oh, I have the guy.
Yeah,
Right,
you're actually carrying him, but Hank has his hat.
Yeah, Hank, you have the gross smelling,
I have the
disgusting
red
hat.
cap. He has the red cap.
Okay.
You've got
All
the
right.
red. You've got the red space cap, and Dolkin's got the red cap.
Okay, I'm understanding because I was like, why is this in my inventory? But that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Well, unless you wanted to be in your inventory, the thing weighs like, I think it weighs like 70 pounds.
I think I just put it there to remember that I was carrying it.
It's light, but goddamn are those metal boots that he's got on fucking heavy as shit.
Could we just
I
take the
bet.
metal boots off of him?
No, he said they're like welded to his feet.
Well, then cut off his feet.
I mean, I think we were bringing him back because we wanted to show people that this is here and it's a problem,
Yeah.
and there could be
Yeah.
more.
We did. And I stole the red cap as a trophy.
Well, I'll say to make things a little more expedited, you guys do go through the forest and back to the settlement where Angelina does meet up with you guys.
And I also got a big stack.
Yes, you and Estelar are both carrying that.
Okay.
And her and Vashana have a little conversation for a little bit. Angelina says that the prince that the prince wanted the two of them to just go off and have a little bit of fun together, and he'll keep Roderick and Stacy occupied and entertained until you guys return. So they go off and to have a little date. That's why Vashon isn't here.
Oh, how nice.
Cute.
Good lore reason.
Good lore
Yes.
reason. Vashana
They
got
want- they-
killed
they-
by the
they-
Displacer Beast in the
yeah,
last session,
they-
so...
Yeah. They want to have a date because they've been here and haven't really been able to go on a date yet because of all the bullshit that's happening. So they're going on a date.
Makes sense.
right. Yep. So those two leave and go back to the cities, and you guys are, assumedly. Oh, and before that, Angelina would give you directions to where Roderick's house is, so you guys wouldn't be wandering
Yeah.
around aimlessly.
Tolkien is going to look around. Do we see any guards?
Yeah, you look around. It's definitely more guards than there were before. Compared to last time, like what you had before was just a house and was just a small house, kind of like a shack with at most 4 guards inside of it. Now there's about 5-6 extra guards walking around,
Okay.
doing perimeters around the settlements.
I do like to hear that. And Tolkien is gonna just turn to everybody and then point at the guard and just start making his way over there, so that we can show
Over-
them towards the guard, so that we can show them, hey, there's a problem. We took care of it in the forest. Just be careful.
Oh, the red cap.
Yeah, the red
Yeah.
cap
Okay.
And the Displacer Beast.
that we're carrying.
Well, we have
But
its
you
pelt.
don't.
well, they got the
you,
meat.
You have its pelt and meat.
We got the Pelton meat.
Yeah, that thing would be really fucking hard to carry. even with it, expected to be very awkward and
I imagine
not a
it was-
pretty sight.
It was like 7 feet tall or something.
It was a large creature. I think I said it was like the size of a moose, from what
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
from what I
it's like
remember
7 feet
saying.
tall.
Not 7 feet.
Yeah, about 7.5 feet tall.
And Tolkien will walk up, carrying over his shoulder the body of the red cap, and he'll just go up to the guard and be like, excuse me, Mr. Guard?
Yeah, you see one guard just kind of at the corner of a crossway. Probably looks like a half elf. Just turns like, "Yes, how can I help you?"
And then Tolkien will pull the red cap's body from his shoulder and set it down. We found. I did. Let me explain.
Is this he looks very nervous and he's looking down at the red cap. No insight needed. He literally thinks that you just killed someone and brought the dead body to him.
Well, that's what Tolkien said. Wait, hold on. Let me explain. No. This creature was riding a what was it?
Ashana called it a displacer beast.
Yeah, a displacer beast in the woods. And I think he kicked my friend, and yeah.
Yeah, there might be
Well-
more of these sons of bitches in the woods.
Well, let me do an intelligence check. I'll give this guy advantage because these guys do live here. Oh, natural 20. Okay.
Huge.
Yeah, he stops for a second. It's like, wait, is that looks like a red cap right there. Oh, this definitely has the looks of one. And a pretty bad. You said a displacer beast too?
Yeah, my friend
those-
Hank over there could tell you more about it. I didn't really get to see Hank, could you tell him about if it really was one?
Oh, certainly. And Yes, there was a displacer beast. There's a giant moose-sized pot. Do they have moose in D&D?
Yes,
Yeah, they got moves.
they're
A
moose
giant
indeed.
moose-sized panther with 6 legs and some grabbers, some tentacles on the back of its on its back.
Yes, I've seen depictions of them before. That's okay. That shouldn't be. That shouldn't be right. Can't displace a beast around these redcaps too. That's
we
not
were
right.
we were just as confused.
That's definitely not right. I mean, fake creatures coming in all the time, but there's checks on those. Thank you for letting me know. I'll go let the captain around here know. We'll try and get a search team and check the woods. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you.
What should we
please
do with
do.
the he points to the body.
He kind of just like looks down at it. Well, I guess he just kind of leans down, tries to grab it with one hand. Oh, fucking metal boots! Right. He just reaches, grabs it, and picks it up and slumps it over his shoulder. I'll take it with me. I thought they were supposed to wear hats. I thought that was an entire thing.
Oh, I was holding it for a trophy. You can have it though. It kind of stinks.
Ugh.
And I'll just like I'll throw it. I'll throw it over to him, and it lands on his chest with a wet.
Oh, he kind of picks it up and just awkwardly sits it on the dead head of the red cap he's got. Yes, that might
One more
make it a
thing.
little
He
bit
actually
easier.
have these as well, and if you want them, and he gets 2 sickles and puts it out there for him.
Oh, he kind of grabs one. Oh, a very gnarled weapon these things use. Yeah. These should hopefully make it more believable. Yes, no. Redcaps, you said it was in the forest. Probably don't go there for quite a bit. If there's anything I know about fake creatures, they usually come in, well, packs most of the time. Not very solitary. Displacer beast, definitely weird. Redcap, maybe, but kind of just talking to himself as he's walking away.
And I'll look towards like Estelar and Dolkin and say, yeah, I'm not planning on stepping one more foot into that forest unless I get lest I get one step into my mouth again.
What did you just say?
Dolkin's gonna get down on one knee and put a hand on Hank's shoulder. Are you okay? I know that your face isn't formed right still. You need
Might have gotten a little brain damage from a steel block hitting me in my mouth.
we could some good food it'll treat you right up. I'm pretty sure.
I can do with some good food.
Don't know if anything can help with that.
His mouth still isn't completely healed, but he'll eat.
Yeah, no. Even with the healing, yeah, Hank, your face is swollen. It's not. It's not like caved in because the healing did help, but you definitely feel like you've got a real nasty cut on your lip.
Perfect.
And the left side of your face just has a definite very easy to see just red or bruising on it, a very dark purple bruising on it right now.
Perfect foot imprint on face.
Yeah. and it definitely still hurts and throbs.
Might need some medicine from Dr. Guinness.
Well, I don't know who Dr. Guinness is, but my mom would sometimes chew my food for me. Do you want me to chew your food for you?
No.
Did she spit it into your mouth like a bird or something?
Bird?
Well, that would be disgusting. I don't know why you'd ever imply that.
But, Durkin, if she's chewing your food for you already, what does she do with it when she's done chewing it? She doesn't swallow it, does she? Because then she's just eating your food.
Does she use a ladder?
For what?
to get
Well, she
to your mouth.
well, she puts it back on the plate.
Ah,
Spit it
okay.
into the plate for you.
Well, how else am I gonna eat it? I don't want her spitting in my mouth. That's gross. And this was a long time ago. This is before all my teeth came in.
Ah, okay. That makes a little bit more sense. They probably didn't have blenders in the Underdark.
A what?
What sort of strange technology do they have at Hogdor?
Oh, sorry. That's a Hogder joke. Blenders. Yeah, crack me up.
You're the one that said the joke.
One day we'll learn what a blender is, Tolkien.
So, is there anything else you guys need while we're out, or you think we should go give Roderick all the stuff we gave?
We should probably get going. Imagine he'll want to eat dinner at some point today.
I don't know. I mean, if
I
oh
mean,
God, my fucking throat.
it would be good to hand off all of our excess weight, all of our game for the day. Did you guys find anything interesting while we were out there?
I'm gonna pull out the 2 tiny rabbits he got.
I got a vial of tree sap.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess.
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Because because I didn't get that much either. I got a whole stag.
It's great, Hank.
Yeah, it's great.
Can I keep the horns on that?
I mean, it's not like I'm using it for anything. I was planning on just, getting over here and
Back
giving
scratcher.
it to the hunt man.
I mean, one of us has all that displacer beast meat. I just don't know if we could eat that.
I have it, but I don't want to cook it for dinner today.
Yeah.
Fey meat, I think. So I imagine Fey meat is a little bit different.
Displacer Beast isn't. It's from the Feywild, but it's not a Fey. For you
Oh.
to remember. You remember Vashana saying that because it is a monstrosity.
Mm.
It was made in the Feywilds, but it doesn't really go into the same rules as Fey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Tolkien, you should know you did extra damage to it.
I did do extra damage to it, but you gotta remember I also rolled a nat 1 on my history check.
Ah.
Or nature check to see if I knew what that was.
I mean, to be fair, you probably need a high roll because you wouldn't see Displacer Beast down the Underdark.
Yeah. Oh yes.
But
We're making our way towards Roderick's place.
yeah. You guys walk back, and just keep in mind you will want to try and get that meat preserved or cooked some way, because after a day it will start to go bad.
Hmm.
The reason you guys, when you did meat gathering back in Hosta, was because it was still during winter time, so meat would have still stayed cold even while you were traveling. But now it's warm and humid.
And
It's a different story.
yeah, my fur is all matted and disgusting.
Yep, but you guys make your way to where Angelina pointed out Roderick's little house was. It's a fairly decently sized house. It's only 1 story, but it's fairly long and wide, and does look like it does at least hold an attic as well on one part of the building. That does elevate a little higher. And yeah, it's a very nice simple log cabin with a little bit of a garden on the outside with nice little flowers and a little cabbage patch on the side.
Don't gonna look at all this and be like, wow, this place actually looks pretty good. I was expecting him to have like a more like 1 story, like really. Well, I guess his wife and daughter live here, so yeah, no, that makes sense. It'd be really big. He is like the town's like just like mayor, right?
Does he have a wife?
He's got a daughter.
Yeah, but
How are you gonna
I
make a
don't think
daughter
I've ever
without it?
heard him mention his wife before.
Well, how else would he have a daughter? Estelar. Riddle me that
Uh,
one.
I don't know,
Hold on.
Dolkin, why don't you explain it to me? Look, it doesn't matter, alright? I was just thinking of a point.
All right, we're gonna. Dolkin's gonna be the first to go up and give it a gentle knock on the door.
Yep. You hear some talking from inside as you guys go up. You knock on the door. It stops, and you hear some heavy footsteps go over to the door. And you open the door and see the very cheerful expression of Mr. Roderick, who looks at all of you. Behind him, you see Stacy, who's just kind of sitting at the table, talking with Conrad. They all have cups on the table. Yeah, Roderick looks to you and just kind of has a big wide smile. It's like, "Oh, friends, it's good to see you. I'm glad you can make it."
Thank you for inviting us, Roger. And Dolkin's gonna go in for a handshake.
Come here, man. Come here, lad. He'll kind of grab your hand and do like a little shoulder bump with you.
And Dolkin will reciprocate doing the same thing. Thank you for inviting us to your house. Sorry we were late. We had to go get you stuff.
Get me. Oh, and he sees both Estelar and Hank carrying the stag behind you guys. You all didn't need to do that for us. We were more than happy to cook what we got here for you. It's the only way we can repay you for saving my life.
Yeah, but if you're so nice as to invite us to your home, we're not just gonna not show up with the gift. My mom would be real upset if I show up for someone when they invited me somewhere and I didn't show up with something to return.
Yeah, they always say that if you ever go to dinner with someone, you should never show up empty-handed.
Oh, I always show up empty-handed.
But you never leave empty-handed. Watch all your stuff in your house, Mr. Roderick.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, thank you. You're all too kind. Come in.
I too kind.
Here, I'll here. You all carry that inside. I'll find a place out on the side to hang it up and start cutting it up.
Do you mind if I help you cook? I really enjoy cooking.
Of course. Give me a good little bit. I'll get this thing cut up and let me roll a check for him. See if
Yeah, how well he can skin this thing.
Oh, no, actually no. I did 2 rolls and he knows what it is. Like, oh, by the gods, you all managed to get yourself one of them Fey mutant beasts. How'd you manage to do that? These things are hard to come by.
Dolkin will step out of the way and point to Hank.
Telling me the stag. Oh wait, yeah, because it had rosebuds.
Yeah, so Dolkin's pointing at you.
I thought it just got messed up in the rose bush. I didn't think it was actually Fae.
No. Oh, this is gonna be some good meat tonight then. You all go inside to make yourselves at home. Stacy, do you mind getting more drinks for them? Yeah, Dad, no worries.
Do you mind getting an ice pack?
Or is it? Oh, did you run into a tree branch on the way back?
More like a metal brick, but close enough.
Well, be careful. Still girders falling from the roofs, I guess. He grabs the stag and starts dragging around the side of the house.
Oh well, since Dolkin is being invited in, he will step in, make sure his hooves aren't dirty, and then go.
Yeah, you see Conrad, who kind of took off a little bit of his armor. He's still got his metal greaves on, but took the chest piece and the cloak off and put it to the side.
Very nice. Is there a coat rack in here? Can Dolkin hang up his fur?
His fur.
Yeah. Can I unzip?
If you could unzip, you could. But there is a coat rack which doesn't have the armor on it because it's heavy. But Conrad does have his giant eagle cloak put on there.
Ooh.
My bear will stay on.
Fair enough.
Yeah, Hank also doesn't care enough to take things off, so he'll keep everything on while he's at the dinner table. He's just holding an ice pack to his mouth.
To his open mouth.
Connor just kind of like lifts his cup up to all of you. He's like, "Well, you all certainly took a bit of time getting back. Well, by the looks of that looks a large deer you got. You made off with quite a good hunt."
Sorry for
I-
sorry for leaving you back there.
No, it's quite fine. Mr. Roderick and Stacy over here have been very good company. It's nice. Been hearing stories about their time here in the settlements.
Has most of it been
Quite
good?
For the most part, most of it sounds good. A very peaceful life around here,
I
which is one I can enjoy. And Stacy will walk back over, and she's got 3 mugs that she sets down, and they are full of milk.
Milk.
Dawkins'
They're
favorite
full of-
thing.
They're full of chilled milk right now. Sorry, if you want drinks, this is fine. Dad wanted to save the stronger stuff for later when we start getting dinner ready.
How do you make stronger milk? Or
Uh,
does he pick up the milk
no.
and start drinking it?
No, the alcohol.
She means stronger for your bones. They got more calcium in them.
They got more bones and
What's calcium hack? Wat is this verhangt door?
Well, you say it's this stone it's this digestible stone that you can mine, and it's also in bones too. You grind it up.
put more bones in my milk.
Bone milk.
But Aslar will say to Stacy, that's fair. Dodkin and I don't exactly drink, so
Don't worry.
okay.
Don't worry,
But-
I'll drink for the both of them.
You can give us to Hank.
Oh well, if you insist, she'll sit down, has her own cup, kind of looks at all of you, and you guys hear some meaty thwacks from outside, around the corner. Well, I guess Dad's already chopping away. He'll be a bit, but it shouldn't be more than an hour at least before he gets the meat done. He's usually pretty fast.
I can hear that. That's a man that knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's been here for quite a long time.
How long have you been here, Casey?
I was born here.
Oh.
I'm 18, almost 19, so almost 19 years.
You've never left. You never left this place.
She shakes her head. I mean, I've been up to excuse me one moment while I go. I've been up over to Sandridge a couple times when me and my family went on vacations a while ago, but never really farther than there.
Sandwich is just the name of their like port town, right?
Yeah.
The port town we
The
came
port,
in
the
on.
port down you guys came from, yeah.
Yeah, Hank's gonna look around and and he's gonna say, "Well, I mean, from the look of all this, from the look of this place, I wouldn't want to leave either."
Oh yeah. Yeah. To give a good description of the interior, you've got the first floor, which is basically the really only floor, sort of at a ground level with the roof about a good 10 feet high. There's a kind of like a nice like chandelier above the table made out of antlers, with little candles put into little candlestick holders carved into them. There's nice pelt rugs that make up a living room near a fireplace with a nice couch. And you guys are currently in the middle of the home where a large, dining room table is. There's stone counters in one corner that is where they cook and prepare food. And everything else is kind of just like open space with one door on the side that probably leads into a bedroom. And then there's and then above half the house is a sort of like I guess like an interior balcony, I guess you would say, where the roof gets a little higher. and a ladder that goes up to it, and you can see more furnishings up there.
Oh, that's pretty nice. This is just a genuinely lovely home.
A very
Yeah,
cozy
very nice.
home.
Yep. Yeah, my dad, he built this house, himself, with my mom. Yeah, about before I was born.
And this place really is lovely. And let me tell you something. Honestly, I think you're better off staying here. If you have to go on a boat, I made me sick.
Not recommend boat.
Would not recommend boat transportation.
I mean, I haven't really been on ships, but I mean, I've been on canoes and stuff. That's about the
Maybe
most
a
boat I've been
little
on.
boat. Not a big one. Not for several days.
They're really big.
The water in general kind of sucks.
Yeah, but I just wanted a really nice way to thank you guys again for saving my dad. When I didn't see him that night, I got really scared, and well, now he's all we've got right now.
What do you mean he's all you got? Where's your mom?
Oh, she passed away a couple years ago when I was 10.
Dolkin's Dolkin had like just like a cheery smile on his face as he was enjoying the milk, and then he's gonna as she says that, Dolkin's gonna put the glass of milk down and get up from his seat and just go over to her and just give her a big hug.
Oh. It kind of awkwardly gives you a hug back and pats your back. I'm fine. It's been a while, and we've all accepted and we've grieved. It's fine. You don't have to worry.
Well, even if you say everything's okay, sometimes, even though it's been a long time, it can always still hurt. As someone who's missing from self,
Yeah. Do an insight check when you say missing family member. And you can all make this if you want.
Insight.
Insight?
My best stat.
My actual best stat.
4. Oh!
Nat 20 from Estelar.
Ah.
And 26 from Hank.
Ah.
Yeah, Dolkin, you're wanting to comfort her and make her feel nice. So you're not worrying too much about anything else. Hank, Estelar, you remember when when Dolkin says missing family member, her face gets a little scrunched up, and that solemn expression comes back for a moment, because you guys do remember that her brother is one of the missing men that were here.
Well, I remembered.
I mean, I remember that. That's why I wasn't hugging her just because her fucking mom is missing.
I
Mom's
didn't.
dead.
I
We
didn't
have the
bring it up
list.
because it's likely that he's probably dead, and I didn't want to say anything.
I thought I was actually gonna, like, after the insight check, I thought it was gonna be really funny. Hank just he looks to Esther, oh, her mom is dead. Oh, should we tell him?
But Estelar will say, how have things been around here anyway? Have there been any more disappearances, or have things quieted down a bit?
Since they got the guard up, it's actually been a lot more quiet. No one else has disappeared so far, and now that they're actually going to the woods, they actually found some more bodies.
Anyone in particular?
Well, they're all of the other missing men. They found the oldest man, Elud, who went missing. And they also found Mr. Berrycase and Mr. Icescar.
Oh, I mean, it's not great to hear that they're dead, but that's great to hear that finally they've been found.
Yeah, they still haven't found my brother, though. Which they haven't found him yet. Which that could be good, maybe.
I mean, let's hold out hope.
and Dolkin like as he left and like went back to his seat, just like puts his, like as he's leaving, like puts a hand on her shoulder. Same thing for my dad. So let's just both keep holding out hope and wish for the best.
Yeah, right. While I'm sorry, Prince Conrad. And Conrad holds up his hands. And it's like, please, you don't have to call me Prince. I'm just Conrad right now. Conrad. He talked with. He's been talking with us, and can you guys tell me more about what took my dad on that night? What are they?
Ever heard of Balban Sith?
She shakes her head.
I think of them like vampires, but not quite. Fey-wild vampires that that men find very attractive.
No, I guess that would explain why Dad got swept up by them.
Look, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, gives Hank like a look, a judgmental look.
So they like drinking blood then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Human blood in particular, I believe.
Do you think that if they tried getting someone who looked human but wasn't, that they might keep him alive?
They might. I mean, we could always hold out hope. I mean,
They do
be-
tend to
out of-
favor humans.
Because one thing I would point out, Roderick is a half elf, but I believe, I believe Stacy and her brother should both be humans. Unless I said otherwise.
Is
I
it?
think-
It's okay to say that you've been bitten by one of these things, right?
Is it Hank?
Is it?
I mean,
You don't
Dol-
know.
Oh, okay.
Dolkin will
Oh.
pipe up.
Yeah, I'll say. Oh, go ahead.
Well, Dolkin would just ask like whether or not they think they'd be alive, and Dolkin will just say, honestly, yeah, I think that there probably is still a good chance that he could be alive.
I mean, they didn't seem to care about my blood when I got sucked.
So, well, you got bit? You got bit by them?
I
And I as well.
I think I did as well. And I mean, they're not alive.
Conrad is kind of sitting there, just takes another drink, looking at you guys. Remind me not to go adventuring with you guys. You seem to be getting bit all the time.
as a matter of
Not
fact, I've
bad
been having.
choice.
As a matter of fact, I've been having a craving for human female blood. no, he doesn't say that. Thankfully, we haven't turned into any of them. I don't think that comes with getting bit.
That's good. That's good at least. You said vampires, you guys got bits. It made me worried.
Well,
They're not technically vampires. They're like a fey vampire. It's different.
It is different, and I'm not really sure how to explain it because even we don't really know too much about them. But just make sure everybody's using the buddy system. No one go out alone, especially at night.
It's definitely a good idea, even if it has calmed down here a lot more.
And certainly
Wouldn't be
beware
advised.
of beautiful women. That'll get you.
Yeah, I guess specifically redheads from the sound of it. And then he pauses and looks to you for a moment, Estelar. And then
Fine.
and then he just kind of squints and keeps sipping from his cup.
Simping from his cup. but Comrade Rude, they can and just I don't know if this is the same thing with normal vampires, but they can choose to look like anybody they want. It doesn't have to be red hair. They usually prefer it.
Right. That was something you said at the meeting, that they could change the looks.
And that apparently, because we did, well, I guess we could tell you this. We did meet one of them who actually wanted to have a nice chat with us.
He kind of tilts his head a little bit. Really?
Yeah. Well, at least enough of a chat that she would rather talk to us than try and make Hank suck her feet like the other ones did.
Interesting. Well, and I don't know anything about these creatures more than any of you do. So, he shrugs. I can't say for certain, but hopefully we will be able to speak to that one councilwoman, and maybe she might be of assistance.
Did the Babylon Sith woman? Didn't we say that what did we get from her besides like what Babylon Sith basically are?
All she did was tell you her name.
Yeah.
And and give you little hints on what Balbon Sith are.
Mm-hmm. Remember asking like, where could we find you if we like wanted to help you, or vice versa?
I don't think she gave us an answer on that.
She didn't answer that.
Okay. Then Doc gonna go back to sipping his milk.
Yep. His guys sit there and talk. The back door opens and you see
FBI
Roderick.
open up.
You see Roderick come in with a basket with quite a few hunks of meat in it, and he's got a white apron on that's a little bloody now. He's like, sorry to keep you waiting. I've got the meat.
Oh.
The meat.
Well, let's not get any time wasting. So, who likes barbecue?
Oh, I could go for some right about now. Fey barbecue is something I hadn't even considered.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily call it a Fey, but it's the closest thing we can get. Stacey, could you fire up the fireplace for me? Oh yeah, no worries. And she goes off to the kitchen area where there's a fire pit sitting down next to a stone oven, and just brings the food over there. So, where are you from? As he starts preparing to start cooking.
Well, I'm gonna go over to help him.
Yep.
See him come back inside. I'm gonna stand it from the kitchen table, tuck and push my chair back in, and walk to the kitchen.
Yeah, no worries. You're more than welcome to help him cook.
Hell yeah.
Do you have? You still have cook's utensils,
I
right?
do. I did go out and buy myself cook's utensils, I believe.
Then you are more than willing. Then you are more than able to use those to.
I mean, I just have them in my like items. I don't know where I would put. Oh, cook utensils.
You can still use them. It'd be a wisdom. It'd be a wisdom check to
okay.
to use them.
Wisdom.
And I'll say you can get advantage because you're helping Roderick cook.
I don't know why it says I'm proficient with these. I should not be.
Well, that's a nat 20.
It doesn't matter. Never mind.
20.
Yeah,
Don't
you're not
think it's the best
you're not proficient with them yet.
Well, I can't
you
change
still-
the proficiency bonus thing. I don't know how to.
Or wait, I didn't make you.
No, I'm
I
not
didn't make you
proficient with
proficient
them.
yet.
No.
No, not yet.
So what?
but with that nat 20, you're getting a lot closer.
Yeah. So just -3 from that. 22.
It's still a nat 20 regardless.
Yeah.
22 still. Yeah, no. There's a nice conversation going on. Definitely is that like backyard barbecue kind of vibe going on inside the home right now. A lot of windows are open to air out a lot of the smoke. This is going upstairs. Stacy goes up and opens a couple windows up there so it vents out. And it's a very nice company. Roderick just while he's cooking the meats.
Right, that fixed it.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, as Roderick's cooking the meats, and Stacy herself goes out to the garden outside and pulls out vegetables and starts doing her own bit of cooking as well. Just some nice polite conversation, just ask about you guys, where you're from, what you've done, just wanted to just be friendly with you all.
And as Dolkin is literally master chefing in the kitchen, fucking all the pans are on the burner. He's managing all of them at once. He's one of them he's flipping with his feet, with one of his hooves. He's that talented right now.
Learned a lot on the boat.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah, and he's not. That was for him. He's not
He's
not too shabby a chef himself.
Oh, me? I'm from, technically Hostel. Oh god, it's burning. Shh. And he takes off the pot. He takes off the pan. No, I got it. Don't worry. I had to heat up a little high. I apologize. Yeah, I'm technically from Hostel. It's just I'm from more of the under it.
Under it? Why would you be from under it?
Well, it's just because my mom and my dad live. Both my parents were gnomes, and so they both live in the Underdark.
The continuing joke of people looking at Dolkin when he says he's got gnome parents and shuddering continues. As everyone has that same thought, oh, your poor mother.
Yeah, your poor mom.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I don't know. Do most people get to pick where they come from? What choice?
Do people get to pick their spawn?
Not entirely, but I guess that's fine. I guess it would make sense. You're probably the one of the more grayer minotaurs I've seen.
You've seen other ones?
In my time of life around here, I've seen a minotaur pass by once or twice.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I was curious why nobody was really staring at me, because usually I get a lot of eyes whenever we go to new places.
Well, we have centaurs who come by and help around from time to time, and it's not something odd to see.
Oh, and I mean, I don't know if you ever had any intention of going in the Underdark, but if you ever do decide to drop by, there's a lot of like what are them called? Dad would always take like ruins. There's a lot of like those down there of like just really like a lot of really old things.
I think I'm fine up here where grass and trees are.
Yeah, it's just definitely different with the whole like vegetation everywhere.
Yes, and I've made quite a good life up here. I think I'm fine up here. What about you, Mr. Hank?
Oh well, yeah, I came from Hogdar. Same. It's in Hostel, just like him. But I was also kinda under it, but in the mountain. It's a rocky town.
Oh, I see. Well, pretty far from home, all of you.
It's not so much for the tree hugger here. I mean, every forest looks the same, so I imagine she doesn't. I imagine it's not that much different.
Let's not get crazy here. Every forest looks the same.
And unless you want to also tell him, a little bit about yourself, Estelar.
Astelar will say, unlike these two, I am from the surface of Hostel. Just a little furthest to the south. Not too much to know about me other than that.
You did have that kind of look to you. I think I remember you were a druid, right?
Yes.
You definitely did. You definitely did have that sort of look to you. Well, if the bear pelt on top of you didn't speak volume itself.
So as I was going to say, if all the furs didn't give it away.
Ah, I've seen some worldly folk who've worn furs before and weren't druids. Oh well, we got some of the hunters who wear some animal pelts for clothing as well. A little bit eccentric at times, but it's fun.
That seems like it would take a lot of wolves.
Well, there's a lot in the forest.
Oh, yeah, never mind. That makes sense, yeah.
And after some time, the meat gets cooked as well as some vegetables and potatoes. As it gets a little later. It takes about an hour and a half before the food is cooked, and it smells amazing. It almost smells like an actual mix between barbecue and also smelling steak cook at the same time. But there's just a hint of a sweet flavor in the air as well.
And as Tolkien is helping Roderick bring all this to the table, and he's setting it up, and he'll start like serving people their food, and he's like, now for today we have a bit of and some au gratin potatoes. We also have some charcoal boiled sweet barbecue. So all of you make sure to dig in.
Yeah, Roger will give you a hearty slap on the back. He's like, "Good job! It looks all amazing."
Oh well, yeah. I mean, you're the one that cut it all, so like, I mean, you deserve much of credit.
Well,
I just made it all hot.
well, don't go counting yourself out there, boy. You've definitely got an eye and a hand for cooking.
I tell you, I think.
Cooking, you certainly are getting very good at cooking.
It turns out that maybe being on a boat did one thing good for me. I didn't really get very good at standing on it, but it made my cutting skills pretty decent.
The patty would be mortified that you're not wearing a big hairnet.
He reaches for his head.
Don't worry. I checked the food quite a few times. There is not one hair you'll find.
Whew. The last time I served somebody food, there was she got a big hairball in it.
Yep. So at this large round table in front of you guys, Roderick even goes back and pulls open a cabinet and grabs a very big cask that he sets down on the table. And the moment he corks it open, there's a definite smell of very fine ale inside of it. And in front of you guys, as outside has gotten much darker now, and lots of candles have been lit and torches have been lit inside of the home. You guys have basically slices of that deer that you guys brought back in various steak forms, sliced up. Even a large one of the hindquarters of it just sort of laid out on a plate as well. And also a nice pot that was used for the two rabbits to make stew that has pieces of the rabbits inside with carrots, potatoes, all made in a very thick, nice broth.
Hell yeah.
Huge.
Yep. And there are slices of lettuce made into little plates of salad that Stacy puts out in front of all you guys to eat. And it is a very big meal that's prepared. And he goes around with that cask of ale and starts to pour drinks for those who want it. Conrad is very happy to get some of this ale.
Yeah, Dalkin will when he comes by, Dalkin will put his hand up and politely refuse.
Yeah, Tolkien and I sip on some milk.
Sit next to each other and we look at each other and we're just delectable.
Okay. Yep.
It's aged so finely.
Best from the teeth.
Stacy, Stacy doesn't get any at first, but she gives like puppy dog eyes to her dad, who relents and gives her a little bit of ale.
For her.
And I assume Hank is more than happy to receive some nice ale.
Absolutely.
Got drink enough for 2 other people.
Yep.
Good enough for these two.
Yeah. See, yeah, he looks at you and no questions asked. He gives you 2 glasses of ale to start with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
My
you're
kind of hospitality.
I've had a dwarf or 2 in my house from time to time to know that one isn't gonna be enough. Yep. And you guys get plates and start eating, and it is juicy, delectable, and there's almost a hint of, when you put the meat in your mouth, there's even a hint of a citrusy flavor to it that gives it a nice sweetness to it as well as the other spices that are put inside the meats to make it more juicy. And even with some, he even goes into a little like a makeshift freezer with ice that's packed in there, and pulls out some slabs of butter to even throw on the steak if you so want it.
Well, I mean,
Just make it that much more amazing.
Dalkin is absolutely gonna put more butter on his food.
Why would I say no?
That's just extra. That's just more beautiful
That's
cow
just-
product.
That's just extra heartburn right there, man.
Exactly.
Why- Yep.
That's more milk I can get behind.
Yep. And you guys eat, and it is delicious. While you guys are eating, Roderick does continue having some small talk, explaining, some of his stories. Stacy brought up his wife before, so tells you about his family, some embarrassing stories involving him and the rest of the family, some that make Stacy, do the child thing of pout and shove her dad, and he laughs. But as you guys are eating and halfway through the meal, Roderick does kind of drop the jovial expression he has a little bit while eating. So, Mr. Conrad had a nice conversation with all of us before, and Stacy even mentioned that while we were cooking, that you all thought there might be a chance that my son could still be alive.
Yeah, the lot of us, well, besides Conrad, have all been bit, and I mean, well, we're still here. They didn't seem to particularly enjoy us, so I would say there's a good chance.
Well, considering you killed them, I doubt they got really a good chance to enjoy you. But, kind of stops for a moment and slices off a piece of meat and shoves in his mouth. I do ask because, if they're like vampires, like you said, I would think maybe different people would have, different blood. Maybe they would, as much as I hate to say this, would want to keep him alive for his blood, if they thought it would be so good.
And I definitely don't like to hear that he might be used as like a big blood sponge, but I guess it is better than being dead. And Tolkien will look to him and give him a big smile and just to make him feel reassured. And I can promise you this, Roderick. We will absolutely do our best to help you find your son and bring him back.
If you would, I would want to try and get him back. I just have this feeling that he would still be alive. He's special.
What do you mean by special?
Well, my son was born special. Um, he looks human. He kind of points to his ears and gives him a little flick. I am a half elf. My mother was an elf, and my father human, and my wife was also human. Unfortunately, well, you can't really get a fourth elf. That'd be something to see.
That would
But
be interesting.
they both, Stacy, was born human, but Rodney was something else. He looks human, but he's not. Well, it's hard to explain without really saying it. From what I've done digging, he is called an Azamar.
Would Dolky
And
know what
when-
that is? Or...
We have one with us.
You have one with
Oh yeah,
you.
right. I forgot Conrad.
We
Which
have one.
which you guys look to Conrad and like
forgot that
he's like
Conrad's an
halfway
Azamar.
through. He's halfway through, about to take a bite of his meat before he stops and just kind of looks to Roderick surprised.
He's like, what do you mean? Do you know what a fucking Azamar is?
Yeah, he looks at
Dolky doesn't-
Duncan and is like,
yeah,
"Am I a joke to you?"
That's when Dolky says, "Yeah, I can take you in a fight."
Yes, this is something I've kept secret from the people around here for quite some time. And try not to let it be said aloud, as children of gods can be quite special, and people would drive us to insanity with how much they would probably want to include him in organizations or schools.
I think it would be such a big deal if they found out.
Well, the prince kind of sets down his fork. Well, Asmars are very rare. You don't see them quite often. It's like with Vashana. She herself is quite rare, where she looks human, but she is not, since she is a Kalashtar. It's kind of a kinship there, I suppose you could say. And Asmars are not common, and there are instances where people are put into high positions of power, or organizations, or given special treatment because they are Asmars.
Okay. I don't know why you would be differently just because the way you look, but
It's something you can't explain. It's just the way things are.
how? So your so if your mom was an elf, dad.
No, she was. No. My wife was human.
Oh, so your wife was human, and your daughter's human. I still don't understand how he became an Azamar.
It's
Stick with the gods, Duncan.
It's basically they're like a child of a. They're like the child of a god, but not. They're given special. When before they're born as a baby,
Mhm.
they are basically a god will give their blessing to them as they're born, and and in the regard he has a parent.
Mhm.
His is Parisia.
Okay.
You guys can all make religion checks if you like.
My best stat.
Religion. With my 0. A 5.
Roll good.
Yeah. The name doesn't really strike you guys too much. Actually, no. So I would say I give you advantage on this one.
Well, that's a net
considering-
20, baby.
Yeah, I thought about it for a second. So Dolkin, you wouldn't get this, but Hank and Esthar, Parisia is the goddess of agriculture and harvest.
I would hope Eslar would know that.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
also
which
hope Estelor
is-
would.
Which, yeah, Esthar, you would know that because Parisia is a sister goddess to Masanta.
Okay.
They kind of both work hand in hand in the same thing, but a little different. I guess Parisia smiled on my family because of my work out here and birthed us a son with her blessing, which I'm grateful for. My son, I care very much about him. Him and puts a hand on Stacy's shoulder. Both of them have been the light of my life, and I am proud to have both of them. Which is why I would think, maybe, with how special he is, that these things that attacked me would maybe keep him, considering how rare he is.
And especially because, like, I mean, if he was lucky enough to be born from the child of a god, and I mean, and he's got such, he's got such a love, he's just got such a loving dad. Like, I can guarantee you that he's probably still out there, and we'll bring him, we'll go snag him and bring him back to you.
We'll do our best.
Yeah, but you put it like that.
Yeah,
I feel like there's no way he isn't
yeah,
alive.
yeah,
No.
with how lucky he was before he was even born. Like, I mean, I feel like at this point it'd be a crime.
But both Roderick and Stacy kind of look to each other, kind of like a brighter look in both their eyes, and Stacy kind of clasps her hand together and looks at all of you. It's like, you guys really are heroes. Thank you so much.
I don't know about heroes. I just gotta do what's right.
He scratches his beard. I don't know if I'd classify as a hero, but I've been known to save a couple people from time and time again, you know? He flexes.
Hey, make a charisma check. Why not?
That's that.
5.
Best
Yeah.
stat.
You get a giggle. You get a giggle from her when you flex. That's about it.
It's
I
shit.
don't-
We're gonna giggle from the dad.
No, with a 5.
No.
With a
Maybe
vibe.
maybe a smile at least.
Yeah,
Mark?
I mean, he's still happy. He's like, well, whatever you guys are, you're good people, and I thank you. You're welcome here anytime.
Oh, that's
Now,
about the
while
best
we're-
compliment you can
now-
give me.
Let's not let the food go to waste. Why don't we? And then this is where the rolls are gonna come in.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh.
I rolled an 8.
I rolled a 3.
Rolled an 8.
So, the first thing that happens. While you guys are sitting there, everyone feels this at the exact same time. As Roderick is talking, you all feel this weird tingly sensation come over all of you. And there's this look of between everyone at the table where it's like, we're feeling this. Something's weird. So the first thing that happens is with the prince, who kind of like sits up a little bit and kind of like looks down at his hands. He has this look in his eyes where he's like a little more energized, a little more recharged. Like his yellow eyes kind of like beam up a little more. And the same thing kind of happens for you too, Estelar, as you feel, you don't know why, but you just feel like a little bit better at talking to people, because Estelar, for the next day, your
Oh.
charisma increases by 2.
Oh.
Wait!
Wow, you can
you.
finally not have
Oh
it.
my god!
Your charisma increases by 2 for 1 day.
Well, you got
Alright.
now instead of a
Holy
-2, you got a -1, eh?
No, now I have a 0.
Oh, hell yeah!
Poggers.
You're good at talking to people now.
Not
Hell
good.
yeah.
Your baseline.
You're not
Uh,
autistic.
Whereas,
God.
whereas Stacy kind of has the same thing a little bit, but she's looking around a little more, like she's noticing things she hasn't before, and Roderick, while you guys are looking at him, he's got what color were his eyes that I made him? He's got like brown eyes that he looks, but when you look at him, his eye color immediately changes to a really bright green.
Oh boy.
But then it comes to you, Hank and Dolkin.
Oh.
As you guys are sitting there, eating, you feel something weird over your body, and then you feel like this magical headache come over you guys, and then like you just got smashed in the face.
Oh,
Again, Hank. Your world instantly goes black. You both drop to 0 hit points instantly and are unconscious.
Oh my god!
This is normal.
Literally died.
Well, seeing that, Estelar is gonna like
Wait,
jump up
wait.
and.
Wait, what happened to Ma though?
Oh yeah, what
Hold
happened?
me.
What were you saying, Estelar?
I was just like seeing that they like blacked out. Estelar is gonna freak out and start like throwing some healing at them.
As you do, it doesn't work.
Oh, no!
my
Because as you look at Ma, she is vibrating
Uh-oh.
super fucking hard as an anti-magic field comes off her body.
Oh my god.
Good, thank you.
And everything magic in the area immediately stops working.
Thank you.
That's nuts.
I love
Well,
her. She truly is
assume-
the
And
greatest.
Ma is vibrating like on Dolkin's body, who just kind of just passes out. Because I imagine Dolkin would also give her some of the meat as well.
But yeah, she's gonna eat, and like I
Yep.
imagine it again.
And-
If Dolkin were to pass out, he wouldn't do it very daintily. As he'd be like taking a bite, and then he falls face first into the dish, and then falls out of the chair.
Hank, you guys like Family Guy flop onto the ground out of your chairs.
It's like synchronicity between like two divers. We both slam our faces into our dishes and lean off the same way of our chair and just fall down in the exact same pose.
Yeah, and Ma
Yeah.
like jumping on Dolkin's body as he passes out.
Yeah, she would move to protect me. Now she'd be absolutely freaking the fuck out.
Yeah, and your healing to magic doesn't work, Estelar, because no magic works right
Yeah,
now.
because but I wouldn't imagine that Estelar would realize it's coming from Ma, so she's gonna be like, but what happened? Doki and Hank! And she's gonna like give Hank like a little slap, like, what are you doing?
I thought you said, fucking Hank!
Fucking
I don't know why, but this is Hank's fault somehow.
This is always Hank's fault. Yes.
You know what? Let's you can roll an intelligence check if you want, Estelar.
That stat is still at a -1.
Ah.
Oh my god!
A nat 1.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is going on right now?
Seeing as Dolkin collapsed, could with Ma running to my aid, would she be smart enough to try medicine on me? She is spec'd in medicine.
Well, you're not dying. You guys just are at 0 hit points and unconscious. So medicine. So you wouldn't wake up if she did medicine on you.
I know, but I'm saying as considering she is spec'd in medicine, would she try?
I'd say she doesn't see any visible wounds on you, so
Okay.
no, she wouldn't.
All right, just making sure.
Yeah, because she's not dumb, but she's far from being smart.
Yes.
So if she doesn't see any wounds on you, she's not gonna think to do medicine
Okay.
on you.
Just check it.
Yeah, but yeah, while you're freaking out there, Estelar, the prince is kind of like sits there stunned for a second while he's kind of like looking at his hands, blinking. What did you say kind of meat that was? And oh wait, what was Roderick's again? Oh yeah, his eye color changed, kind of blinks a little bit. Stacy kind of sitting there like, not knowing what happened and seeing, Dolkin and Hank both pass out. It was well, they brought back a stag, and it looked to be one of the mutated Feywild animals. Oh, Feywild. Mayhaps be a little bit more as he puts down his fork and kind of slides the meat away. Perhaps we should stick with that stew for the time being, as think that meat might be a little bit tricky to eat right now. So yeah.
Do you want us to roll death saves or?
No, you're just unconscious.
Oh, we're just unconscious. Okay.
You're just unconscious.
Estelar is still slapping Hank.
What did you do?
What did you do, Hank? Wake up right now!
You get a running start. Kick him again. That'll get him up.
Right in his mouth. Right in his already destroyed mouth.
SR roll strength check.
How hard you're slapping him.
Aw,
Aw.
damn.
That's an
Not very
18
hard.
because advantage because
he's
Hank's
unconscious.
Hank,
Oh,
you're getting
boy.
slapped over and over again. You take 1 hit point. Now you take 1 point of
Negative
damage.
one.
Now you are dying.
You are dying.
Alright, roll death save.
Just kidding.
Oh, it's fine. He's good. He's okay.
Oh, he's alright.
Yeah, no, just kidding. Well, slapping isn't helping him. They're passed out.
Then Estelar will stop.
Yeah.
Kind of look over to Conrad.
But think about. Remember how good that felt to slap Hank? Do one more time.
So yeah, because you guys ate the mutated Feywild stag, you were put under the influence of Feywild magic.
Ooh. I do
Okay.
like that I have a 0 in charisma now. That makes me happy. I'll have
Just,
to use that somewhere.
I do
Just
like
until-
that I have
just
a
until
0
tomorrow
in
night.
my hit points.
Do they get any cool buff other than that, or are they just unconscious?
I
Nope.
better get a
They just
mega
dropped
buff
a
after
0.
we're done with this.
Nope.
Oh my god.
It's just instantly dropped to 0 hit points. That's it.
What the fuck would have happened if I hit 1?
Well, that's not what it does, because what I got was D20. I picked a bunch of random wild magic stuff to put on a D20 roll, and you and Dolkin both rolled the
Okay.
fucking worst one.
Okay.
How lucky.
Well,
That's huge.
actually, second worst one. If you rolled a 1, that'd actually be pretty bad.
That you the same thing, but you gotta roll death saves.
No, all ability scores are lowered by 2 for 1 day.
Oh no.
Holy hell.
That's what a 1 was.
Jesus. Esselor gets hotter and we get fucking killed.
You guys just die.
Yeah. Yeah, and Maz now anti-magic.
She is anti-magic. How long is she anti-magic for?
1 hour.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad.
Yeah, but after a couple minutes and they're both still passed out, Roderick just kind of like, very odd situation that we found ourselves in. Why don't you all stay for the night and we sleep this off? Maybe I see now why these things are a little more rare to find. Would you like me to carry them up to the upstairs beds?
No, that's okay. Just show us a name. We can carry them.
Enjoy the filler session, Estelar.
Yeah, well,
Don't-
he kind of aims up towards the ladder going up to the second floor.
Oh, he is 400 pounds.
Yeah.
Have fun carrying.
Or I guess we could put Dolkin on the couch, I suppose.
Mm.
Honestly,
Don't
which
think you
is-
should want to sleep on the
which-
couch. Why, yes, Ursula, I would like to.
Yeah.
God.
And like
Yeah.
she moves his mouth too as she says that. She's like, I got my
Yeah.
alarm.
Yeah, Conrad goes over to Dog. He's like, "Here, I'll help you. I'll help you get him." And then Roderick goes over to Hank and picks him. I was like, "I'll take him upstairs to the beds up there." Says, "Could you hold the ladder while I go up? I don't want to." Oh yeah, no worries. And yeah, are you gonna help Conrad move Dolkin to the bed, to the
Yeah.
couch?
to the couch. I don't know if you guys aren't getting me upstairs.
Yeah, probably
No.
not. We'll just move
Uh,
him to the couch.
For fun, roll athletics.
Athletics.
Ooh, okay, the 10.
It's not bad.
So
And
we'll
Conrad
do-
rolls a
do
1. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind.
16. He's fine. He's got it. He's a strong boy.
Strong boy, yes.
Yep. Yeah. It's a little harder on you, SLR. Even Conrad kind of like buckles a little bit, but you both manage to pick up Dolkin and carry him over to the bed or over to the couch. And Hank, you're put into bed by Roderick and Stacy. While they all go back down, and SLR, you're now alone with the NPCs.
At least
Oh.
I did a long rest.
I'm surprised you didn't just throw a blanket on Dolkeen. I'm surprised you bothered, Crystal. You could have just put a blanket on him.
Well, Estelar cares about Dulkin's well-being,
Hmm.
even if she
Not
doesn't always
Hank's.
express that. Yeah, not Hank's though.
Fuck Hank.
If there is a blanket, Estelar will cover Dulkin with the blanket.
I love that my headcanon now is on Hank's left cheek is boot print and on his right cheek is hand print.
Handprint,
You
yeah.
could, that's so hard. You could have cared about both of us and put Dolkeen on Hank, or Hank on Dolkeen's chest.
There you go.
And then
That
put
would've
the
been
blanket
adorable.
on top.
Oh, yeah, also, Conrad's one, he got the best one,
What he
which
got?
is probably weird because he's not going to be making use of it. Actually, maybe when I make him go back to the matriarchy again.
Mm-hmm.
For one day, you may re-roll any ability check, saving throw, or attack roll you make, but you
Ooh.
must take the new roll.
That's just inspiration.
Yeah, that's just inspiration.
Yes, but for an entire day.
Oh.
For one day, you can re-roll stuff that you've rolled.
Wait, so this is like every roll that he does, he can
Yes.
roll it again.
He could
Oh.
basically have
So for,
pseudo
like-
advantage.
Wait, that's awesome.
Yeah, which I mean, we'll see how that works out.
I thought it was you just get one roll today.
Nope. For one day, every roll you make, you can re-roll.
Thank you for tucking Dolkeen into bed, Crystal. Dolkeen, he can't say it, but he appreciates that.
Which, speaking of which, actually, you could re-roll that athletics check if you wanted to.
Oh, there you go!
Why not? Make it. You know what? Why not? Make
Oh
it better.
shit!
Oh, yeah. You know that's why he bucked a little bit more because it got worse.
Yeah, it got a little bit worse, but that's okay because we're moving him together. So
Yeah. But yeah. Roderick kind of like, why don't why don't you two just relax? Me and Stacy will clean up. Maybe throw some of that meat out. I don't really think I want to know what else could happen. Don't really feel like eating and then smashing my face into the floor.
I didn't think that would be an issue. Vishana mentioned that these were quite not uncommon, but I imagine people have eaten these before.
Well, I mean, I haven't heard anyone eating them around here. Maybe
Oh.
they keep them secret.
Swear Vishana said something about that.
I could have sworn he said that they used to be eaten or they taste sweet.
Yeah.
They do.
So,
Yeah, they do.
She just neglected to mention the
Yeah.
important part.
the side
She's-
effect.
She's never eaten that. and she didn't know about that.
Oh, we can still blame her. We will, in fact,
Yeah.
will.
Yeah, we will blame her.
But Conrad, kind of standing while Stacy and Roderick kind of clean up the food. Start cleaning up the food, grabbing plates. Kind of looks to you as like, I don't know. It's not too late. Would you like to go on a walk? Maybe burn off the food we just ate? Whatever these effects that we got on us now are.
You know, I was going to invite you on a walk. But I suppose.
He just kind of laughs a little bit. It amazes me how we both somehow have the same ideas at the same time.
Alright then. Shall we go?
He nods and he'll walk over towards the door and open it.
Dark
After you.
outside, right?
You look at the door. It's fucking dark.
It is dark out there, right?
Let's see. At this point,
I know you
I'd
said it
say
was
there-
getting darker.
yeah, I'd say it'd be pretty dark. There would be lights and torches and lampposts set up with lights. But if you did look over to the west, you would still see like the tiniest glint of daylight as it's getting past dusk and now into nighttime.
Well, whatever. Astellar's not afraid. She'll grab
Yeah.
Conrad's hand and she'll, like, pull him out the door.
You will accept it.
Well, he doesn't have a choice. She said pulling him out the door.
Pulling
Yeah,
him.
I'm aware.
We're going.
And we're going now.
We're going. I'm not giving him a choice.
Do you just want to walk around, or do you have anywhere you want to take him in specific?
No. It's not a good idea, so I'm not gonna do it, but Astellar wants to go to the forest, but she won't do it. So probably just around town. Maybe the less... Not that I imagine that there's probably many people out right now, but some of the less crowded areas where there's a bit more foliage.
Yeah, no, there's a couple places. There's a couple of places around. Definitely some more smaller places where there's not a lot of activity since it is nighttime and people are moving about and going home. The people are also just going towards the tavern there, and that's where most of the business is booming right now. There's a couple guards, on night watch, but they're not paying a much mind or in your way. So you find on the edge of the settlement, nice little sprawling of trees. Seems to even be a bench there.
Yes. You can go to the bench. I wanted to nah, you know what? The bench is fine.
All right.
So as we're walking, Estelar will ask Conrad, you doing all right?
He just kind of sighs, puts a hand on his head. I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, the meeting today with all of you went a lot better than I thought it did. Yeah, it sounded like it was about to be disastrous towards the end, but it came out all right. The matriarchy is still on the fence about assisting us with the 2 pieces of the king. Or at least willing to bend towards one, but, well, at the very least you put ideas in their heads about the heart that I can try and work with him again. But being here has definitely taught me a lot about what I lack as far as leadership goes and authority.
Not bad. You might not have all of the skills now, but that does not mean you cannot pick them up. And, we are behind you all the way. Is what I would like to say, but in truth, I know very little about this sort of thing. And so I will actually probably be of very little use. But I got on the boat, and I am here now.
And I
So
regretted
just stuck
it.
with me, whether you like it or not.
He kind of looks at you and gives your hand a squeeze. Honestly, You being here for me has meant a lot more than actually helping me with any of that.
Good, because I have -1 int. I'm glad that I can do what I can, but
I
again,
just,
very limited.
I just worry. I mean, in truth, this is good because, well, I get to see again. I get to see how other people run their different kingdoms, but I don't know. I think I'm just worried that I might make mistakes and do the same thing my father did.
But what exactly aren't you afraid of?
He kind of sits down at the bench while you're pulling him towards where you guys are talking. I don't like to talk about it too much, but my father was a very, well, I can't say towards me he was cruel, but wasn't really the most ideal father. When I was growing up, he was all I had. My mother died when I was born, so I didn't get to know her at all. And well, I thought it was normal the way I was growing up. I never saw my father a lot. I only saw him ever when it looked good for his image, or, well, he needed to train me with what he wanted. It was mainly advisors. Honestly, Wallace has been more of a father than he ever was, which is something I am at least grateful from my, well, newly cursed family. But he really started to lose a lot of himself before the uprising. He grew crueler. His rule became more wrathful. Even the slightest affront to him would be enough to put you away in prison, or if he just didn't like you enough, or felt on a bad day, well, he'd just do away with you so he wouldn't have to see you again. The way I was raised, it just seemed normal, but it always just irked me. And there was reason for it to irk me. As, well, it came out that, he was keeping secrets from Wallace. And that's how he found out that he was hoarding and collecting pieces of the king to bring to him. And storing it inside the vaults inside of the castle. And then that's when all hell broke loose. He had a safe house, I guess you could say, a safe haven in Bashan, where he had control over Bartholomew, who had one of his pieces that he had smuggled into the kingdom. But he didn't escape before we caught him, and I was the one who killed him. Kind of look. You see, he looks down when he says that and stares very intently towards his hands.
Astelar will sit down on the bench next to him and just sort of put an arm around his shoulder and just pull him in.
I hate him with every fiber of my being for what he's done. But even still, a son shouldn't need to kill his own father.
I know. I can't even imagine what that must have been like. I'm sorry you had to go through something like that. But
He wraps his arm around you and hugs you back. That's in the past, and because of all of you, I stopped looking at the past and looked towards the future.
that's good. I don't imagine that you will follow the same sort of path. if you think that you are, then just know that I will be here to knock some sense into you if you start losing your mind. Don't think that I'm afraid to do that, because I'm not.
No, you're definitely not. Thank you, Estella.
Oh, this.
And he'll
Uh,
lean down and kiss you. So yeah, unless you want the conversation to keep going, you guys have a nice night outside.
I did have one question I wanted to ask him.
Yes.
Yeah. So, strange question for you, but do you have voices ever? But, not like right now necessarily, but say, you know, otherworldly voices or things like that.
I used to, but I haven't heard them since the uprising.
Mm,
They're voices of my father deity. And let me go back to make sure I've got where are my deities? There they are. Nope. Where the fuck is fuck it was the first god I made. The fuck?
Are you
I might
looking for? Let me see what gods I have written down.
uh
Balden.
Balden. Yes, Balden. I just grabbed the main page that had his name on it.
Mm.
Yes,
The gods
Balden.
document.
Yeah, the winter god of justice, Balden. Yeah, it used to be the voice of my father deity, Balden, speaking to me when I was young. But the more time passes, I think he's probably abandoned my family. Probably doesn't. After what my father and what we learned later about my grandfather, who started it and was the one to corrupt my father, poison his mind. Perhaps Baldwin doesn't see us worthy for his blessings anymore.
Yeah, you just got to prove him wrong then. Show him what a cool guys you've become in recent times. Not more of this sourpuss anymore. Someone who's growing into a fine leader, right?
Yes, that's true. If the gods are all seeing, I would hope that he is looking down on us and approving of what I'm doing now. Estella.
Yeah.
Kind of just like grabs at his collar. Why don't we maybe get a room back at the inn instead? Unless you want to go back and take up Mr. Roderick on his offer.
I don't think they're necessarily expecting us back. Sure.
True. You guys, and he takes you to the inn. Have a good night.
Cuddles.
Big cuddles. Yep.
Big cuddles.
All right. And I think we'll take a quick break right there.
Oops, I really need to pee.
Yes, so do I. Go pee, boys.
Okay.
pretty chill session for the day.
Yep.
And Chase, yeah, you and Brandon can go ahead and get the effects of a long rest.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
you're not gonna wake up on 1 hit point. You guys you're out. You're gonna wake up and be just wondering what the fuck happened.
Hello, I have returned from peeing.
Yes. Crystal,
Yeah.
roll strength check.
Okay. To dank the 15.
Well, that's also a 15 from Conrad.
Is he arm wrestling me?
No, that was
See who
roll
cuddles
again.
harder?
Roll
Okay.
again.
20.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're
they're
competing
they're
for.
they're you guys are competing for Little Spoon.
Ah.
There's a bit of a more resistance, but Conrad relents and Little Spoons.
Any little spoons, you're damn
Easily.
right.
Easily he would little spoon.
He would little spoon. He tried. He tried.
Yeah, second time he's like, I don't want to fight over this, and it's like, fine.
Because he's the biggest beta.
And this is where it begins.
See, Bear Hugs is canon.
Bear Hugs
Yeah.
is canon.
No.
Literally the most canon thing ever. We're gonna find the fortification spell in D&D.
Oh, how unfortunate would that be?
What do you mean? What, don't you mean fortunate?
Unfortunate for
Oh,
Conrad.
unfortunate for
Bear,
Conrad.
no, Bear Hugs can't be real because Eslar's not a bitch.
You just slapped the shit out of her.
It's
And
like-
assume that
it's
because
like
bad
after
thing-
they've been together for a
Yeah.
while, until like Estelar starts being a lot more bitchier, and then Conrad can't compete with it. He's never been able to, and then he just like his muscle mass decreases.
See?
He just ends up shrinking.
It's all coming together.
All coming together.
Which is conveniently the tagline for Bear Hugs.
It's all coming together.
All coming together.
All right, so Hank, I'm gonna need you to roll a charisma save as Conrad casts banishment on you.
It only works for a minute at a time. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, but as we forget, Hank is from another dimension, so he's
I-
banished forever.
I do
Oh, that's
forget
true.
that.
That's true.
It's canon.
Hank, go see Demeter. Go back to Death's domain.
Go back home. Go home.
Go
Go
home.
home, hey.
Go home to where you really belong.
Imagine Conrad would want to be the little spoon anyway. He needs a hug.
Yeah, probably.
He's had control his entire life. He's just now looking for someone to take it away from him.
Stellar is just the person to do it.
And Conrad over here like, I just want to live, man. I want to deal with all these responsibilities. It sucks.
I mean, I bet it does suck.
He's the only one of us with any sort of responsibility.
Honestly. I mean, like, Estelar's got responsibilities back home, but, like, look at where she's not,
Yeah,
so.
at home.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Conrad's saying is responsibility everywhere. All right.
Take a fucking break for once in your life, Conrad.
He can't. That his time on the boat was his break.
Oh.
That wasn't a very
So sad.
that wasn't very
not a-
enjoyable.
Not a good break.
Yeah.
Like, if that's your idea of a vacation, like, babe.
You need to find like a planner. You need someone to do this for you. You need someone to vacation for you. Ugh. Well, I mean, I'm ready to continue if you are, Isaiah.
Yeah.
For a second, I thought I heard rain outside. No, but it's just really windy.
Come on, Isaiah. It doesn't rain where you are.
Raining in New
Of course it
Mexico,
doesn't. That's
literally impossible.
That's why I got up, because I heard noise. I'm like, is it raining? Is it fucking rain
Raining?
here?
You know, it rained yesterday morning, but I shit you not, it rained for like 2 seconds. It rained long enough for me to be like, is that rain? And then it stopped.
And then it stopped.
It actually rained for just like a couple seconds. Just enough to piss me off.
Just enough to give you false hope that maybe it might rain today, that yesterday,
Yeah.
but
Oh.
literally never happens.
Well, you guys want to continue?
I'm good.
I'm good. I'm here.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, you all wake up. SR, you wake up with the prince in your room, and do the morning snuggles and cuddles.
A nice kiss or two in there.
Yeah.
Adorable.
For he makes the suggestion to head back over to Roderick's home, and Dolkin,
Me?
Hank,
That's me.
you both wake up, and what happened last night? 'Cause all you remember is like a second of where you were, sitting eating food, and now both are waking up, staring up at the ceiling.
Do we have our full HP or?
Yes, you do
Okay.
you do get the benefits of a long rest.
Okay, just making sure.
So, you both are good.
I was missing one spell.
No exhaustion, you're good.
And Dolkin, the last thing he remembers is eating food, and he looks up, and he and he blinks like real slowly as he looks around and sees Maul laying on top of him. Where am I?
Hank wakes up, and the last thing he remembers was drinking, and then he says, "Dolkin, did you just wake up?"
Oh, is Dolkin downstairs with Hank or with?
No, Dolkin's downstairs and Hank's upstairs.
Never mind then.
Oh.
Yeah, Dolkin's on the couch, and
They carried
They-
Hank
and
upstairs.
Hank
Yeah,
and
yeah,
Hank's
it's-
on one of the beds on the balcony upstairs.
Hank thinks he's been drugged.
Or you drank yourself into a coma.
Well, I
Or-
mean, in a way,
or-
you were, I guess.
And Hank's gonna like walk down and see I'm assuming there's a window down there. There's probably a window on the balcony, yeah.
Well, the balcony is open space. Like to put into perspective, you
I know.
like-
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
It's okay. But
Right.
But-
yeah, you look over the balcony, you can see the bottom floor.
yeah. And so he's gonna say he's gonna see like the day, and he's gonna be like, how long have I been out? And he'll like go downstairs and like see everybody, or well, whoever's downstairs.
Yeah, you would see Dolkin as he's gently moving the covers to the side and picking Mom up such a way to try not to wake her.
And you both smell pancakes being cooked when you wake up. Pancakes and bacon, as Roderick and Stacy are both up and at the kitchen making food.
And Dolkin will stand up and get a big stretch and look over to Hank. Oh, hey, morning, Hank. You know what happened last night?
I was gonna ask you.
Oh, I was gonna ask you.
Did we drink ourselves? It couldn't have drank ourselves into a coma. I mean, you didn't drink.
Oh, you both are awake. Good morning.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
walk
Hank-
into the kitchen.
Hank's got like a screaming headache. Like he just got.
He
fucking
looks
bent
back.
over.
It's about time. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was done.
He looks over. He's like, oh, I thought you two would never wake up. It's been a week.
What?
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 I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It's the next day.
It's been 16 hours.
Oh, babe, get up. You've been asleep for 2 years. But
What do you mean we just
Yes,
been asleep for a whole day? I was just eating
well, the food was good, but apparently that face stag you brought back, it got some magic in it that does some weird stuff to it, and you both passed out.
Dolkin looks at
Telling me I
Hank.
drugged myself?
Are you telling me you
Uh,
drugged me?
I think we all drugged ourselves in a way, sort of. Yes.
I can't believe you've done this to us, Hank.
Weird magic, but meat was good. I don't think I want to go through that again.
I felt like I was dead.
Well, you were definitely dead asleep.
Dead tired.
Oh!
I see what
Yeah.
you did there.
Yeah, and then Steve's like, Dad, that was an awful joke. It's like, then he's like, has that clutched chest. Oh, this is my own daughter. How could you do this to me?
What do you mean it was clever?
Oh yeah,
It was genius.
it's clever if you hear it only once.
Oh. So he said it like what, like 12 times?
You,
Was he practicing?
He makes a lot of jokes,
Oh.
and you're gonna hear repeats a lot. Well, that's cause if it's repeated, that means it was a good joke. Kind of puffs at his chest and keeps flipping pancakes.
I mean, that's true.
I agree.
A funny joke will always be funny.
That's right.
Then after a little bit, Conrad and Estelar both walk in.
Oh.
Oh, je suis awake.
Oh, did you also pass out?
No, not like you two. You two hit the floor and bad.
Oh,
That-
I actually feel very reinvigorated since last night.
I feel like I just got hit by a truck or a bear.
You got slapped by a bear.
Is you feeling? Wait. You just said you've
Like he got hit by a truck.
words.
You
Words.
know.
Hold on.
Well, wait.
Take all the
Don't-
time you
Take your
need.
time.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Set the floor for you, Crystal. It's the lights are. We pulled the curtains back. The
All
scene
lights
is
on you
set.
now.
Oh, those pancakes I smell.
Yes, that done. Almost done. So all of you, why don't you go take a seat down and we'll have some breakfast. Not breakfast that'll make us all pass out this time.
Yeah,
Hopefully not.
I prefer not to do that again. Thank you. Hey, Dolkin will go. Well, firstly, now that he knows that there's food being made, he's gonna go back to the couch, wake Ma up, so she can eat breakfast, and then he'll come back and sit down.
Yep. Yeah.
Family with as dinner with a meal without the family is less tasty.
That's true.
I like to imagine Ma sits in the chair to where like she's like facing straight up. So it's like her underbelly is facing the table, and her fangs are facing towards the top.
Yeah.
And her eyes are like looking back on like the backrest of the chair.
Yeah, it's exactly how she's sitting on there.
and there's just like a
And then sometimes Dolkin spoon feeds her
how?
with a spoon. Isaiah, are you fucking stupid?
Holy shit.
Yeah, Brandon. In what mouth do you spoon feed her?
Hers.
I'm
The
starting to think Isaiah
spider
doesn't get the
that
picture.
doesn't have a mouth?
Continue.
I don't understand, Isaiah.
Yeah.
I said what
hard
I
to
said,
understand?
Isaiah.
Yeah, what's so hard to understand about it? You guys get a nice little breakfast. Once again, glass of milk poured out for all of you. You get some pancakes, some butter, some bacon on the side.
They just put butter on the table for you to eat.
Yeah, there's a block of butter.
Solar doesn't understand butter, and she starts eating the stick.
Duncan will also start consuming some of the stick. He'll cut up a chunk.
Oh well, if everybody else is doing it, he's also gonna start eating the stick.
You guys realize, oh man, that's a little bit is
Rich.
good. A little bit is good, but an entire mouthful. I want to spit this out. But you guys eat a nice breakfast, and then while you guys are eating, there's a pecking at the door, or not the door, at the window. And you guys see a raven that is feverishly pecking at you guys' window.
Ah, shit. I recognize that thing.
I knew I guess all good things have to come to an end. As Conrad, expectantly knowing what it's for, stands up and goes over to the window to open it and take the letter from the raven, which unlike last time immediately flies off instead of letting him do a response letter back.
They don't care about his response. They just want him there.
Well, it's because he doesn't get to respond. I'm pretty
He
sure.
doesn't- Yeah.
He opens it up and just kind of looks through it.
What's it say, Conrad?
Well, all five of the council is going to be gathered later this evening. So this evening they want me back to continue our conversation about what we were talking about before. He kind of crumples it up a little bit. So at the very least, I've still got the rest of the day to worry about that.
That's good. At least you don't have to go right away.
Indeed, take some more relaxing time. Maybe looks to you. Finally take you on that date that I promised before I have to go.
Of course.
You're not gonna take us on a date?
Dawkins, you can go on a date with Hank. I think he needs one.
Looks over at Hank. What's Hank doing?
He's still eating the stick because it's all like, wait, this actually ain't that bad.
That's not that bad, actually, eh?
That's a choice between a rock and this. Man, I go for this any day.
Yeah.
I'll consider it.
Everyone roll me a D. All three of you roll me a D20.
1d20. A 19.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
SR Dolkin reroll.
Okay.
Time for two 19s again. Uh-oh. Well.
Okay, so Dolkin, you get this.
What?
While
Okay.
you guys are talking, you get a voice in your head, which sounds like Angelina.
Oh, okay.
Which you know is her sending spell.
I would know this.
So-
I know she has that.
So you get to the effect of, "Hey guys, Ashana and I are awake. We're going around the plaza near the districts. If you guys want to come, please do. Back at Faux District."
Do I have to respond immediately, or?
You would want to respond immediately.
So I can't say tell everyone and then respond. I have to just respond and then I have to tell them.
Yes. you do.
Okay. I get 20 words, right?
25 words.
25 words. Hold on, let me make sure this is 25 words. YouTube.
Thanks, you can slow down. That's like your fourth stick of butter.
No. Keep it coming.
Thanks, you're gonna run these people out of butter.
Yeah.
Well,
Stacy's putting the butter back in the freezer.
Oh,
Food is
no.
meant to be eaten.
He's
Oh,
like,
growing by is gotta eat.
I think that's enough butter. And she just puts it back.
Thanks, think about the cholesterol.
What?
A what?
What?
All right. Dolkeen is exactly 25 words. Well, technically it's 24, but I put an emoji.
Okay.
That's my
What
25th
the-
word.
What
Do you
the hell
just-
is a camestopol?
He just says out loud, smiley face.
Yeah, smile. Yeah, I'll just put smile. I put. I'll respond with Hank and I poisoned ourselves. We good though. Estelar is going on a date. Me and Hank might make our way over. Love you. Smile. Exactly 25
Alright.
words.
Alrighty.
Is what I respond with, and then as I said that, I'll just I'll turn to everyone. Oh, I told Angelina I love her, and that her and Vishana are at the Full Fun District.
They really like that place, huh?
But they had to go somewhere on like a date, and but Angelina wasn't there with us when we went to go visit, so. I imagine there's a lot of fun things you could do there. Oh, and I also told them that you won't be joining us, so now you actually can't come.
Oh. Well, fine.
Boys
I had
night out,
prior plans
Esteban.
anyway.
Well, I know you have plans, and since Conrad didn't invite us, I'm not inviting you.
But we'll make our own fun, won't we, Connor? Gonna
Yeah,
need
the
them.
ones are gonna be so much cooler than yours.
Yes, I suppose you're right. I mean, the place I did have in mind was around the Faux district, towards the outskirts of it. Anyways,
It's pronounced fur.
Conrad draws his sword with malicious intent.
Conrad actually implodes.
Conrad actually just no bullshit. You're dead. I'm fucking killing you. Hank Hammerbeard dies this day.
Oh boy.
Estelar won't stop him.
Hank won't stop him either if he wants to try.
You can run faster than
There-
Conrad.
there is no try, only do.
Does a nat 20 hit?
No.
you take 50-10.
Oh, that's not enough to kill me. We're good.
And then we
cool.
spite.
Cool. Here's the second attack.
Oh, shit.
Action surge.
Yeah, he just does everything, doesn't he?
Alright.
Bad roll. Use a sorcery point.
he's one level in every class.
He's one
Oh,
he's one
bad
level
roll
in every
again.
other cast.
Bad roll again. I use a key point.
Oh my god. Yeah, he looks to you, sir. I was like, well, I mean, I don't think we're much in any rush. We got the rest of the day before nightfall that I'm needed back. And the place I have in mind would be better towards the afternoon if we want to head over to at least spend a little time with Shauna and Angelina.
We'll see if we get to that. But I'm certainly interested in seeing whatever it is you had in mind.
I think you'll like what I have in mind. Kind of gives you a knowing look, but doesn't say anything besides there. Just kind of a little bit of a smirk on his face.
Well,
Does it have something to do with these things that I've heard about that we were here? These T-Rexes?
I don't know. Does it?
Well, that's what I was gonna suggest. Me and Hank will find.
We're going to go find some velociraptors and T-Rexes. See, I'm very well known in me dinosaurs. Vroom vroom.
Vroom, vroom. Well,
That's the
well,
sound of a Trilociraptor.
oh my god. Well, why don't we all make our way towards the Faux District, and then later I'll show you what I have in mind, Estela.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Well, where should we meet up with you guys after you guys are done doing it? Because I mean, you're gonna go leave. So where should we meet? As USLR.
Just about in front of the matriarch. That always seems like a good central area to meet up at.
Oh yeah, we could do that. I just,
Usually, it's not too hard to see, so
oh,
I don't imagine this would get lost.
yeah. It's you know, as long as we look at the biggest building, we go there and then we'll find each other.
Right, exactly.
Although my mom always said when you get lost, you just stand still.
How
Because
could you do that?
you don't want to move around and get more lost.
That's right. That's a genius move.
If you wait where you are, at least someone will, at least you know that won't be getting more lost and people can find you.
And just know that when you stand still, we will find you. It will take a minute,
And we
but
will
we
kill
will
you.
find you.
But okay, yeah, let's go meet up with Shauna and Angelina.
Sure, let's head out. Oh, thank you, Dodrick and Stacy, for all of that hospitality.
I also thank you very much.
Of course, anytime. You're welcome back anytime.
I was
How about I see you guys out to your cart?
yeah, all right.
I appreciate that. Did you want to come with us? I mean, me and Hank didn't have anything
No.
particular that we had planned, so.
No. There's work there's work we gotta do around here, and Dad needs all the help he can get.
Fair enough.
Well, I'm not getting that old yet. Still spry as a spring chicken.
Spring chickens went extinct, Dad.
What's the difference between that and a normal chicken?
Yeah, you guys look at me, looks down at his hand, and he fades to dust.
He
Was
does.
it real?
Yeah, he has like a cutoff screen. He's like, oh.
You guys take off your helmets and you pass the matrix. You figured it out. But yeah, Stacy just kind of walks out with you guys. While I go out to your carts, and then Prince gets everyone in before going up to the reins to. Oh, excuse me, burp just came up all of a sudden. Before the prince just grabs the reins and gives him a little hya before send back down into the city. And Stacy waves at you guys
And
while you guys are going away.
Dalton will absolutely be waving back.
Yeah, we'll be waving.
Yeah. Hank will also be back.
And I think that'll be a nice place to end the session.
All right, hell
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, so I got because that's a good little cliffhanger to get Matt back in next session.
Yeah.
And then
It would have been nice to see what happened to Matt if he rolled, but that's
he
okay.
didn't eat food though.
You know what?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? I'll roll. I'll roll for him.
He
He
would
also
have.
gets an 8.
I think it was 16.
What would a 16 have been? Let's see. Oh wow, it's that one. He would have gotten "You're protected from Fae for one day."
Wow.
Oh, that one's
Creatures can't
actually-
attack or harm you unless they succeed a Charisma saving throw against your spell save DC.
That would have been really
Oh.
good.
Yeah, that actually would have.
All right. Well, I'll be right back. I am going to go and try to get some food real quick.